Hello, I am doing a bonus live troll hunt today. I wanted to see if there was maybe people who didn't get the notifications on Wednesdays because they're not liking the Unfakery page. And if that's you, shame on you. But I wanted to see if folks could maybe get a peek at what it's like to do the kind of hunting that I do when I'm looking at fakes. There have been a rash of new fake accounts popping up today, and I found 3 that I wanted to check out, but I needed to, I guess, show people how long it might take, or even sometimes how short it can take to find the fake accounts as they are. So I wanted to just surprise people, go up online and show them what it's like when I'm looking. So here is a post that I saw. Scarlet Jace. 2-word names, or 2 names instead of 3. Sometimes that's a hint one way. Sometimes 3 names is a hint. But it was something that I hadn't seen before. And so I check out new accounts. TheAmericanNew.com is a site I've been looking at a lot today. So I think the people behind that site are pouring out new faker accounts. So I wanted to look at Scarlet Jace. And when I hover over that, I've seen this background picture before. It was one of the ones in my long list of fakes that got removed. So they've recycled this photo. That, of course, makes me even more interested in Scarlet Jace. So I want to see what she looks like. I'm going to go to her profile. I am going to click on that and get the link here, Scar751. And I'm going to take that to stalkscan.com, and I'm going to stick that profile in here. This is how quickly you can figure out something about a profile, and this works whether you have a friend request you're wanting to research, or if you encounter some troll that's messing things up in a particular group, somebody that's acting rude or somebody that's being argumentative. You can look a little deeper and see where they're coming from. First thing I always go to is places. Down here in the center, all places, and I click that. Ben, I have no idea how I remember this stuff. I have a weird memory that takes these things in. This profile has been to Pakistan. It has been to Strathfield, New South Wales, and Pakistan. So I'm going to zoom out, and right there it's going to show me this profile is centered around Pakistan. So I've got that figured out. When I look at comments on pictures, it's the same place. The same column here, comments on pictures. That's where it's going to go and look for comments this profile has made on other accounts, pictures. And we have really violent, gory things like this. And I could probably go in this thread and see who all's commented there, but I'm not going to do that. If I show this video, this might be, Facebook might say, oh no, you can't show a video with that in it, but here it is. I'm just saying, this might be some kind of shield or some kind of vest. I don't know. But these are the kind of pictures that our Scarlet Jace account is commenting on. This is what that profile comments on. One thing I do check too, when I see a new account like this, I kind of hit the space bar and just go down and see what's on the profile, how old it might be. And if it's not too terribly old, it'll just flip through and we'll start to see some pictures. Right here, we're talking about the middle of July. There's some pictures here. Excuse me, my throat is really not doing well today. So pictures, July, June, go back to June here. These are identifiable. Somebody would know who's in these photos. They've picked somebody that we can identify with a good search here. If Facebook were connected to Google, we could search these photos, but it's not. They don't allow that. So it looks like the earliest post that this profile is showing, that's not the earliest post that it's made, but the earliest one showing is April 7th. And I'm going to look. These names all seem very fake to me. So I'm going to be checking all those names out. I think I've found a whole bunch, a whole group of fakes. But anyway, this is what's on Scarlett Jace's profile. When we go look at those photos, though, I see all of these kind of photos. What I'm looking for is basically photos of men. Photos of men in especially in groups together that are looking like they're doing something not political or maybe not necessarily religious. Just scrolling through here, I've already established this is a fake account because I know it's coming from Pakistan. This is a Pakistani male's account. But sometimes when I see pictures of men from these Pakistani accounts, they'll tag each other. And when they tag each other, it's interesting. You can pick out who is in these pictures or who they're responding to. You may have a picture of a guy that's looking really cool sitting on a motorcycle, and what'll happen is one of his friends will say, "Cool, bro, that's cool," and then he'll say, "Thank you," and tag him. And then sometimes that's the way we find the fakers, is doing stuff like that to their photos. Now, seriously, these Pakistani accounts, sometimes they get really, really interesting in the things that they're commenting on. I don't know what kind of standards of use that Facebook has in other places versus the United States, but some of these things just, I don't think they would fly in the US if you posted them on Facebook. Somebody would hide them, somebody would report them, that sort of thing. So this is what Scarlett Jace is commenting on, all of these kind of photos. And I am so grateful to you. I am so grateful to you, Scarlett Jace, for not commenting on anything with a lot of nudity. I will tell you, Pakistani males tend to make lots of lewd comments at Pakistani women and their profiles. So I'm really fortunate that scrolling through here, we're not seeing that. That's really good. At some point, we're going to run out of photos here. It'll be the end, and we'll start looking at the photos to see if we find any tags. I've got 2 more accounts to look at after this one, and hopefully it won't take that long to load these. I think it's because I'm recording that you'll see this take a long time to load. I've got only a few tabs open on this instance of Chrome, but I've got a whole other bunch of tabs open now, Chrome, in another browser window. So, all right, we should be getting to the bottom here soon, any day now. But this is what Scarlett Jace is commenting on. And going back a good ways, I would say. I don't think this is something that Scarlett has just commented on just in the past couple of months. I think these are things that go back a ways. If we don't get to the end here, we're just going to pick a stopping point and just start checking out photos. I don't want to keep you all scrolling through all these again and again, but I'm telling you, this is what my day is. Sometimes it might take 30 minutes to scroll through all the pictures and check all the tags that might be there for catching the fakers. But I've caught, just in the past few weeks, 31 of these guys, 31 profiles with the tags that I've made videos on. If you haven't seen those, you should go to the YouTube channel, or you should go to the Facebook page for Unfakery and check those videos out, because they are hilarious. When some of these things that I see, some of these things that I encounter, they are funny. All right, we're just going to stop at this point, because this Scarlett Jace comments on a lot of things. So what I do, I'll pick a photo, and I will do a Control F to bring up find, and then I will put the name in, Scarlett, and then Jayce. That way I'm only getting returns for Scarlett Jace on any photo I search for. So Scarlett Jace has commented here. I'll take this because I don't know Urdu, which it might be, or Hindi, possibly Hindi. But I'll take that, and I'll open up a window here for Google Translate. And because I am not sufficiently multilingual to figure these things out, I will check here and see. Yes, sir. Yes, they absolutely steal other personal pictures and make new profiles. And that is a problem because Facebook doesn't make it easy to find. We had somebody had referred a photo to me. It was Shannon uh, had referred a photo to me just the other day of an American military guy who had a photo taken and stolen for his for someone's profile. Oh, well, this is lovely. I'm going to have to go back and copy that again. This guy had his photo taken not once but twice, twice by fakers, and he didn't know what to do. He reported them when we told him, but unless we had told him, he would never have known. This is what happens. This is how this works. All right, let's see if there's any comments here. If I see a thread that has a lot of tags on it, I will stop and pause on that one because somebody is tagging everybody that said anything about them personally. And when they're tagging personally, that's beautiful because that means they are wanting to go through this whole thread, and I can probably find someone being tagged in it. And it may be that we'll go through all these and there won't be any tags. Scarlet Jace just might not have been lovable enough for someone to tag and say, thanks, bro, or whatever. Looking good, bro. Anything like that. We see some of these attempts at English in these threads. Here's 10 comments. There's tags up here, but those are not going to help because the tag that when you change your name, the tag stays with you. Scarlett just says nice pick here, so nope. 32 comments on this one. We'll check this one out, see if it's got anything good. But I've tagged that whole name up here so it'll show. All right, we saw Scarlett here, but no tags. Nothing good there. Oh, such a disappointment. But this is how it goes. This is what it's like to be on this side of the dashboard looking for fakes. And the reason that I say that I keep tagging or looking for pictures of men, I really don't want to subject you to all the comments that they make to the women. You don't want to know. You don't want to be there. You don't want to have anything to do with that. I'm saying it gets raunchy. It does. But this is what we've got in terms of tools. Facebook could do this stuff in moments. They could in moments write programs that would search these names and these pictures for tags in the original name because those tags don't transfer. So let's say I saw Sigmund was watching. So let's say that I want, here's some tags. All right. Let's say that I want to tag Sigmund in something. And I do. And I tag him in the post up here. Then at the top of my post, Sigmund's name will be there. But if Sigmund changes his name to Jerry, the tag will change to Jerry. But if I'm down here and I'm making a comment and I tag him in the comment, then his name stays there. It's amazing. All right, so Scarlett made a comment. Shawnee says thanks to this guy up here, but not to Scarlett. That is sad. I thought we had one here, but we don't. Oh, it was so sad. But yeah, Sigmund would still be in the tags down there in the comments, even though he changed his name to Jerry. So that is good information to know. That's something that Facebook could utilize at any moment to find this sort of stuff, to be able to check for these people with different names that don't match their tags. And that bothers me too. This name thing bothers me because Facebook made me submit my ID to keep my name. I had used Fishy as a name for my page, my name on my personal page, and they did not like it, and they took that away from me, and I couldn't be known by Fishy. Oh, goodness, we're back to the top of these photos, man. And I had to submit my photo ID, but these guys can change their names, at the drop of a hat and become Scarlet Jace. I don't think so. I'm not about that. I'm not about to let them get away with that. So this is why I am, looking into things like this, not just because of the fakery they share, but because I've had to prove who I was time and again in order to conduct my affairs on Facebook. And then they're not putting other people and holding them to the same standard. And that's wrong. I don't care how you look at it, it's wrong. So that's why I get worked up about this sort of thing, the inequity of it all. It's not that I'm necessarily, thinking that I should be able to be, name myself whatever I want. I think there's some benefit to establishing who someone is. I also think, though, there's some benefit to anonymity here to be had. But those are some of the trade-offs you have. Regardless, the most important thing is that this is not equitable treatment, and it bothers me. It bothers me, and it hinders what conversation we're having. These folks are sending stuff into groups like this. This one right here, a new bill aims to send masked Antifa activists to jail for 15 years. Is that true? I don't know. I don't know if that's true at all. But there it is. It's a particular thing that they keep, looking at and sharing around. And I haven't looked at it, but because it's from this site, I'm suspicious. I'm really suspicious. I don't know about that at all. And sorry about all that buzzing. That was my phone, apparently. This is the content they're putting into these groups. And I think that has an effect. I think that has a long-term effect. Okay, we're going to have to give up the search for Scarlet here because the Facebook is not, the scan is not cooperating. So let me show you another post here from another profile. And I'm going to catch that Scarlet, I am. But here is Ariana Jack. Ariana Jack looks fake to me straight off the top. Same website, so of course I want to have a look at Ariana Jack. This is a nice headline here. U.S. workers see the biggest pay benefit increase in 10 years. That's written like a headline because Ariana Jack is probably a Pakistani male who doesn't speak English and is just copying and pasting. That's the theory that we're operating under here. So when we look at Ariana, one of the first things we do, if we look like a model, we're going to search Google for the image. That's a big step. Nope, it's just giving me girl. So this is obviously not a model of any repute that anybody has been able to get a name for. Here we go. We'll go back up to stockscan.com. We'll go back and we'll put her particular profile in there. We'll see what places we are. We already saw that Scarlet Jace was from Pakistan. All right, no places to show, so we'll look at comments on photos again. This is what we have, again, from Pakistan. This is a thing, I'm just saying it. This is the content we're looking at. I'm looking to see if there are any guy photos, because guy photos and sports photos and things like that are much more helpful. Again, you do not want to see all the beautiful, lovely, all that sort of thing. We're going to do a Control F and we're going to put in Ariana Jack. All right, now it's set for every time we go to another photo. We'll look and see who we got. Let's see. These guys have a lot of comments. I don't necessarily want to scroll through all of them, so we'll skip that. There's probably not tags in photos like that. This one, however, would be something that I would be looking for tags. One guy showing off to his bros or whatever. Nothing there. We'll keep going. What else do we have here? This guy. So this is how it's done. It's slow and it's laborious. Oh, anybody on WhatsApp, you can contact Ariana right here. There's the number. That's interesting. I know that's WhatsApp because that's what everybody uses in that part of the world. All right, we'll just keep flipping through these photos. Well, let's see what language this is. This is probably Hindi. Let's see. I don't know. I just have to guess. Hindi. Yep. Ding, ding, ding. We win that one. All right. I'm getting a little better at this, at least spotting it. But no comments. All right. So this is 4,000 comments. I'm not even bothering with that one. Let's see about this one. Maybe this is something. Nope. Just nice pick. Cool. All right. Anybody got anything interesting to say about this one? Nice, nice, nice. And you'll notice that some of the I don't know, I guess the Asian slang, the South Asian slang here, you have nice pick, and everything. And then you'll have something like nice NYC. So awesome, OWSM or OXM. Those are done over and over again. So this is who, again, that Ariana is interacting with. These are the photos Ariana is commenting on. And I don't see a lot of guys, so there's not really a lot of opportunity for tags. We're going to check this photo out, though, because it's bothering me. So this must be a person of, a famous person shooting a movie. Okay, so that might be. All right, so didn't get any success, no joy out of Ariana. I will come back to Ariana later. Put that one aside as well. Let's see. So now we're going to go and look at this one, Layla Oliver. So Olivia Oliver, Emily, Leah, those are really popular faker names. And this one is Gowdy. If there was evidence Trump committed a crime, Adam Schiff would have leaked it. Again, we have this copied from the headline exactly, probably because another Pakistani poor English speaker. This is Layla Oliver's profile. We'll take a quick look. Works at Chipotle. Okay, that's criminal right there. Saying she's from Alaska. Are you buying that? I'm not buying that. I'm just going to scroll down through the profile real quick. Not that there's anything to see here. Probably April is when this has been made. Oh, are we trying to say that we're abused here? I don't know. That's just odd. But again, these are all photos stolen from somebody else. I know this because I know that this particular profile can't be legitimate based on what it's sharing. Yeah, you might say I'm making assumptions. Yes, I'm making assumptions based on a lot of evidence. So I'm going to take that link again from the top of the profile. I'm going to stockscan.com and I am going to paste that link there. And we are going to look at what we can find about Layla, sorry. When we look at places visited down there, Juneau, Alaska, and Pakistan. Look at that. So I'm thinking that Alaska might not be true. Just going to put that out there. Alaska's probably not true. This is Pakistan. So I've got that. Some of the other things I can look at here, over here on the left, I can look at for profile pictures. I can see all the pictures that the profile is posted that are available. I can see videos if there are any. I can see any posts this particular profile has made. And this is what I find. This profile is sharing from mustnews.site and theamericannew.com. And those two are related. They're both out of Pakistan from what I can imagine. The Gowdy post here is shared into, let's see how many. Trump Keep America Great 2020, Judge Jeanine Pirro fans, President Donald J. Trump News Group, Donald Trump Clown University, Donald Trump for President, Republicans of California statewide, Trump is President, largest group ever, we need 10 million members. So that's what, 7 or 8 posts or different places where that's been posted. That's faker behavior, absolutely. So I can look at the posts that the profile has made. I can also go up here again in the center column and look at comments and pictures. Comments on the pictures is what we've been looking at with some of these other profiles. We'll check these out real quick. if there are indeed some that are going to show up. Yes, and where do you think these might be from? I don't know. Anybody got a guess in the chat? Anyone? Bueller? Anybody guess where these photos are coming from? I'll give you a minute to catch up while I'm scrolling through them. Lots of gore and violence and blood and weirdness in these. I just don't even know. I don't even know. It's a different culture. We can have the argument about what culture is better or whether all cultures are equal. But you need to see how fakers operate. You need to see where they're coming from, what they're sharing to Americans. The kind of content I'm seeing from these 3 profiles today is not that baity, not that, I guess, clickbaity or whatever. It's really normal kind of content that they're sharing to Americans. This is not the worst of what I've seen. I've seen some really crazy things that are being shared by these sites at Americans, trying to engage Americans from Pakistan. What do you think is the interest from Pakistani males in American politics? Do you think they have desire to move here and engage in American politics? Are they students of American politics and they're just sharing what information they've been able to get on their sites or whatever? No. This is a concerted campaign to seed this sort of thing into groups targeting Americans. And either it's being done for profit or it's being done for political gain. And that is not good. It's not acceptable. It's really not. Layla Oliver, we'll put that in there so we can find her. Let's look through some of these photos and see if we can find any tags. See if we can out Layla Oliver here. We'll just go looking through. Nothing here. All right, we'll go to this one. This is how long it takes sometimes to just look for a tag that'll show who the original account belonged to before they renamed it Layla Oliver. That's all we're doing. This is all it takes. Sometimes they're very good with English and they can answer in English and you don't see them in commenting on Hindi or Urdu or something like that. But sometimes you do. Sometimes you do see them doing this, commenting in their other languages. Why is this page not loading better? I'm just looking for some tags. Hopefully somebody has got, oh, this is way too many comments. No, this guy doesn't get to, we're not going to look at him. We're looking for people that are real people that may have interacted with the particular person in the photo. That's the key. That's where we're going to get some serious chances of good comments and tags and everything. If there are a lot of comments, sometimes there's better opportunity for getting those tags too. I don't know why. This is something I learned. Macedonians do not tag each other as much as Indians and Pakistanis do. These are just little things you learn when you've spent countless hours. When you mean a tap of their tags, Sarah, I don't have a tab for that, or I don't understand what the question is or what you think that I might have. So Layla is just commenting on a bunch of people's pics that don't have a lot of comments on them. Let's see, 105 comments here. Maybe somebody's tagged. I don't know. It just seems to be much easier to find comments when you have more guys in the picture or more people to react to it. I don't know. It's always a gamble and you never know. But yeah, you don't have tags so much on the Macedonians, the Serbians, the Kosovans, those guys. They don't tag each other very much. And it's weird, but Indians and Pakistanis love to tag each other. And they'll do it several times in one thread sometimes. It's just a thing. I don't understand. And it kind of feels like it's weird to notice these things about Facebook culture of different countries, different regions of the world. But that's the thing. It just is. And I, I, I don't know. I don't know. I always feel weird expressing those things, to say that this is what I've noticed, because people like to say, you're racist about this thing, or you're prejudiced for this particular view. No, this is what I'm seeing. This is the interactions that I am observing between people from these different countries. Like, there's slang that I wish I knew in these languages that would help me a little bit, help me understand who they are. Here's a nice picture, a great big old Pakistan label on it. Do I have to look any further? I don't think so. But we always do. We always try to find the actual person if we can, just to get these tags to be able to show Facebook definitively. There's all kind of wiggle room around, hey, they were commenting in Hindi to someone. Okay, yeah, maybe somebody's here that has a great command of Hindi. Increasingly in the United States, there are people with a great command of Hindi. They just don't necessarily get to be named Layla Oliver or Scarlett Jace, typically. And I mean, again, that's an assumption, but that is an assumption. Sarah's making a great point. Men are much more complimentary to each other than American men are. Yes, in America, our men insult each other as a means of endearment. I've learned that the hard way, and and learned that. So yeah, again, these tags up here at the top aren't helping us at all, because these tags follow whatever the name is on the profile. Ooh, I see tags. We might have just pinned down Layla Oliver. Cross your fingers, folks. Here we go. We are going to find the quote or the comment. Wah from Layla Oliver, and then thanks Rizwan Sona Bahai. There is Layla Oliver's tag. Everybody, round of applause. We have outed yet another one. So I'm guessing the other two can be found if I spend a lot more time in those comments and my computer's actually working better. But we have victory here. We have found our original account name, and it is Rizwan Sona Bahai. And that's who they took to make Layla Oliver's profile account. And as soon as it gets taken down, I wonder what happens to Rizwan's account. Did Rizwan get himself another one? Did he get himself another account and use that one? Or does this mean he's got to start all over and find all of his friends again? I don't know. But this moment is the thing that I love. When I find one, I see a faker, and I can expose them. But it takes a long time. We have been here in this live stream for 20 minutes maybe. Maybe more than 20 minutes. And it took that long looking at 3 accounts with me talking the whole time, which makes it a little slower. But with me talking the whole time, it took that long to find one of these, just one, to make a 3-minute video later on that I show to people. Facebook could do this in minutes. Look how long it takes me. It takes me that long because I don't have the ability to do the algorithms and to have all these things at my disposal to search them. But Facebook does, and Facebook could utilize the things that I am looking at, the things that I find over and over again, to at least put those things for a review, to at least put them in front of a human. I could help design those systems, but here we are finding a troll, and it took almost a half an hour to do it out of 3 accounts we looked at, all from the same site, all sharing baity content like this. This is what I do, and this is how long it takes to get to a 3-minute video. That's why I'm asking, if you have not liked the Unfakery page, you need to go do that. It's facebook.com unfakery. That is my page where I do this on a regular basis. Try to find the fakes, try to tell you about what's going on in Fakerville, I guess you would say it, or fake book. I don't know, however you'd like to say it. That's what I do, though. I look for these guys not because I want to just out one of them, but because I want Facebook to figure out how to use the patterns and the things that I am developing in my head, the recognition that I have of these things. Like when we looked at Scarlett Jace's photo and we looked at the background photo, this is what tipped me off. This background photo I had seen a dozen times on another profile that I had reported over a month ago. This picture is what set me off here. And this site that has the problems. Now here's the foreign run pages that I've been, before I go, and I'm just about to, but here's the list of the foreign run pages that I've been tracking. It is a whole bunch. I mean, we're talking a whole bunch of profiles that have been doing it. Look how many are bold and remarked through. Those are the ones that have been taken down. If I look at Biza News here, every one of them is gone. Every profile that was sharing Biza News is gone because they kept reporting them and they ended up going. Here's CBS Political. All but one of those is gone. That's a faker site out of Pakistan. I can tell because that's where these profiles ended up coming from. Chicago Sun-Times Live, again, every one of them gone out of India and Pakistan. Again, but all of these accounts that are crossed through and bolded now, those are the ones that I've gotten removed from reporting them. Now, you know, the one thing that we need to figure out is what to do about the Philippines. The Philippines do a ton of sharing this stuff. They share a whole bunch of fakery. And these accounts don't come down because those are their real names, or they have them close enough to their real names where Facebook doesn't bother them. That's a story for another day. But I just wanted you to see that many of these accounts, at least a few hundred of these accounts, have come down. I personally have reported over 350 and have seen 300 plus taken down. My success rate in removal is up to 84% today. It might even be as high as 86 because I know what to look for. And if Facebook had that information and used that information, we would see a lot fewer fakes sharing content like that at Americans from overseas. They keep talking about this foreign intervention and Russians and whatever. I don't know if Russians are behind all this, but I know somebody is paying the Philippines and Macedonia and Pakistan and India to do these things, whether they're doing it through AdSense, whether they're doing it through click farming, etc., or whether they're actually getting paid by another country. I don't know. Go to the Unfakery page, facebook.com unfakery. Go like it right now. Go to twitter.com/unfakery and like that. Follow on Twitter. You can even go to YouTube, and the channel is called Something Fishy TX when you type it in. But I will show you what it looks like so you can see. This is what I need help with. I need people to be watching and sharing these videos. This is the problem. I have 1,550 followers on the Unfakery page here, and only a few hundred are my friends. The people who know me are not watching my page. There are 300 friends out of 1,550 people. So that means a whole bunch of my 3,000 plus friends are not liking the Unfakery page, and they need to do it. So if you haven't done it, go do it right now. I need you to do that. This is what the channel looks like. It's very basic, but it has these, oh man, okay, yeah, it has these playlists on here. Celebrity quotes, you can look through here and see if there's anything that people are passing around and that I've covered, and if not, you can send it to me. These are just small gifts that show people, oh, is it not going to do it? All right. This is what they look like. It's just a flashing, blinking, fake stamp over whatever it is. That's all that is. not even any sound. 10 seconds, 11 seconds, 12 seconds. But you can share those with people because they're all cited in the comments, in the description. You can see where that information is coming from. And here we have all of the unmasking videos I've been doing lately and unfakery basics, things that people just need to know about being online. And the live troll hunts, fake profiles unmasked, all that's up here. So go to the channel and subscribe. You will get an education, I promise you. So thanks for joining me tonight on the impromptu bonus live troll hunt. I don't mean to keep you, but I did want to show you we finally have tracked down, after 30 plus minutes, this particular profile where it was where the comments were showing us who that Layla Oliver profile was. We found her, and now I can go to bed happy. All right. Thanks so much, guys. I will see you next time, next week. Wednesday, we'll have the regular troll hunt again, and you can get an idea of what we do on the regular there. Thanks so much. Talk to you soon.